Hello, good morning, and welcome to episode 19 of Timberborn Overflow Outpost. Um, you join me here today with an interesting screen. So apparently we've got a couple of loading issues. Not exactly sure how that could happen. So I think we're just gonna continue. And figure out where we are. So, yeah, so like this was a ladder, and so I don't know what happened with ladders and why they're now locked, but we do still have them. So I don't really understand what's happened there. So I think we're just gonna need to go around, and reconnect everything. So those four are in. Oh, you know what? I wasn't able to turn the fog off, so let me do that. There we go. So much better. Okay. So there was another ladder here, yeah, and there's the impermeable floor. So I'm gonna prioritize that. And get this a double, right? That looks different. Okay, and then we'll just put the impermeable floor back on, and get all of this prioritized as well. This is, or needs to be ladders, right? So, let's see, let's put the runs. There we go. And if you're wondering why this forester is here, this was my reminder for today's episode. But as you can see, I loaded up into the issue screen and just started recording because I wanted to capture everything. I've never seen that warning before, actually, in my how many hundred hours in this game. I had no idea what that was going to be for, or what was going to happen after clicking continue anyways. But yeah, so I think it was just something was wrong with the ladder mod, for whatever reason. Yeah, so I don't know, odd. But anyways, just get everything back in here, right? Let's see here. Oh, this was a platform, wasn't it? Oh, this was why the bridges were removed. Okay. But it said something about a 6x1 bridge, didn't it? I don't remember. Oh yeah, all of these need to be put back in here. All of those. Right. I'm kind of worried that, oh, these weren't like this. I'm kind of worried that they won't be able to reach the materials that they'll need to make the ladders and everything. Right? Well, wait, let's see. That's carrot storage. Do we have planks here? Yeah, 1600. Okay. So that should be fine then. Oh, this was another one that was removed, but I was actually kind of thinking about removing this one anyways, so I'm just not going to put it back in. Because if we remember, this is still connected via the zip line as well as these paths over here. So I don't really see a point in having that bridge there anymore. Yeah, especially because this is a station. If this were a pylon, that it would make sense, because then they'd have to walk, all the way over here and then over and around and then back to get over here just to put something in the storage. But yeah, so it doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, this one needs another one. Oh, I'm gonna have so many stranded beavers. Oh, that's worrying. Hopefully we actually have Builder beavers. That would be very unfortunate. Yeah, and you know what? I do want to close these. I know we're going to have a little bit of flooding anyways, but this is going to flood, and I just don't want to have to worry about that. Oh, these are let's just replace these with stairs. Might as well. Let's see here. Right. Okay. So oh, all of this. Right. Okay. So I didn't love how this was all set up anyways. So you know what? Let's just do this. We'll get rid of that. And then we'll have the ladder coming up where? Here. Oh, too tall. Okay. Right, so then that's where that'll connect there. This one, of course, will just be... Right, that should work. Okay, and then we can do the same thing on this side. Because we're not really going to need to get anywhere else in the, where this path is, right? Thank you, autosave. Right, and I mean, if we do, I guess we can just run along this way and then over, you know? Okay, so that's what we'll do. So, this one, that way. Okay. Okay, so that should now be everything. So I'm gonna get rolling here, 3 times speed. Oh, only 7 stranded. Okay, awesome. And that's actually, I mean, a lot less flooding than I was anticipating. Maybe it's just gonna start growing here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so then I guess what I'm gonna do is unpause these 3 pumps. Or you know what? I can do this. Haha. Okay. So, yeah, this is all flooded. Unfortunately, but it does look like... Well, actually, wait a minute. I think I want to pause this impermeable floor. I mean, I do want it put in, but I would rather them suck up all this water. Because if we put the impermeable floor in, we're not going to have any way to get it out. Well, I mean, I guess we could put pumps in here and do that, but that just, yeah. I think it'd be easier just to have these run for another little bit. Because we've got 17... Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. I was thinking that's going to be such an easy way to know when when all this water's removed, because it says 2 flooded buildings, and then I look and it's 17. Okay. Well, what I'm just going to do is put in dirt. Because I hope that will be the easiest way, or the quickest way, really, to get that put in. So yeah, let me just make sure that that's highest priority. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna close this so that no more water continues out. Close this. Right, even though it's auto-closed. Oh, man, look at how much water's flowing out of that. Oh, no. Oh, and the wheat's dying. Oh, but they're here. They're here. Okay, just finish it, please. Please. Whew. Okay. All right, so those will be unflooded momentarily. So we'll just go and do this. Okay. Building max goods. What are you missing? Scrap metal. Right, because the mines are not connected. Building needs water. Okay, I did do that. But I'm not gonna undo that just yet. I will put that back up though. Unconnected building, yeah. Flooded. Okay, see now the only flooded buildings are the two. Okay, alright. I'm probably gonna need a little bit more water storage. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Let's get let's put in. Let's go over here. That's put in. Okay, so unconnected building. That's gonna take a while. You know what? I'm just gonna prioritize. I didn't even put those 4 in. Okay, awesome. We'll just put those in now. I was going to say I'm just gonna prioritize one of the ladders on each one, so that we can get rid of the notification. But you know, I do also really want to know why these 7 stranded beavers are hungry. When there's literally thousands of food right here. But anyways, that makes no sense. These 2 are now no longer flooded. Or disconnected, not flooded. Let's see, does it kind of looks like water's moving in there. Okay. All right, well, I guess that's fine. I should absolutely put in some more water storage, though. Okay, so let's just duplicate this. We'll just put a few of them here. Yeah, 6 is fine. 6 is fine. But I think I might just give these a little bit less of a priority because I want them to work on all of the other things. Oh, you know what? Oh, I no longer have a way down here. Okay, so that was kind of a wrench in my plan, right? Yeah, this path is no longer connected. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so what I wanted to do, let's see, I mean, I guess I could come in through there and then come down here. Yeah, I guess that's kind of my only option, I think, for the moment. Doing this because I wanted to, oh, am I even gonna have a way in there? Maybe not. Where are these 2 stranded beavers? Oh no, they're in there. Well, I mean, they can reach that one, so. Right, so, but anyways, what I wanted to do with this, why this is somewhat upsetting, I wanted to, increase the irrigated area. I want to get this little bit irrigated here, because with the forester, I wanted to start with, either maple trees or chestnut trees, probably just split it in half, to be honest. That's probably the easiest option. Yeah, so that we can start working on maple pastries and the grilled chestnuts, which of course we need their respective trees for. So, yeah, wanted to just get in there and do all that, but of course now that's not really an option. So just gonna get this all put in here. Right, and then we have to come down here and bring this path along and get all that collected, even though it's only one metal block. Okay, awesome. Right. Okay then, well, let's get rid of that there. Okay, so in an attempt to have him not sitting there, let's see how many squares this is. So this is like 24 by 21. So if we just divide that in half, it's 12 and 10. Right, so you know what? I'm just gonna pause the forester. We'll do the whole thing maple. And then we'll come in and we'll just do every other as chestnut. Cause I don't think it's, I mean, I know I just did the math on it, but I don't really want to, work out trying to figure out an even number of each of them, because I don't think we're going to need an even number of each of them. Yeah, I don't think so. But anyways, let's see right there. So we'll do that one and that one. Okay, so, yeah, like they're not going to be able to reach all those. Okay, so what I think I might want to do instead, instead of putting in a tapper shack, I think what we'll do is we'll just have the forester plant all of the trees, and then delete it and replace the forester with a tapper shack. Yeah. So what that does mean is I'm gonna need a couple of gatherer flags, right? Not like that. Wait, hold on, don't build that. I put in a path, right, and then put gatherer flags there. Yeah, that works out better. Okay, so we'll do that. Make sure this area is not marked for cutting. And then we'll pause these two because they feel the need to build them. Okay, because I don't want those beavers sitting there. Right, okay, so we will unpause that guy. Come down here. Let's do... I'm just going to do that. I know that that's much more than necessary, but I would rather just be sure that they'll actually be able to do it. And then come over here and see that they are done with the ladder, just working on the stairs. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Come over here. Check on these, which are no longer flooded. Fantastic. Let's get that impermeable floor put in. And then we can open the sluice gates. Because we are... I guess it's really just the Lidos and the berries that are, you know, without water, and we've got 1,800 berries, so it's not like we'll be hard-pressed if those go away for a while. Let's see, are you in? Yes. Okay. All right, so you can get opened now, and I think I'm just going to straight up open this, because I just want to get all of this water out of here. I was hoping to not have to open the larger reservoir sluice, but there's definitely not enough water in here to fill the whole thing and keep it up to where we need it. So that's gonna happen. Yeah, you know what? That one's set to open, so we'll just set this one to manual or auto, I guess. This one's manual. Yeah. To which I guess it could be auto. Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. All of this water's going to get out anyways. Yeah, and it's already starting to peel back from the edges. Or from the corners. Yeah, so not enough water in here. Okay, well that's fine. At least that is sealed up, so we don't have to worry about any of this anymore. And we did end up filling those, or well, partially. Got all of them put in though. Yeah, building lacks water is just those two. So yeah, I guess that's really all that just happened. That was odd. It had to have been the ladder mod, because that really was the only one that we replaced. There had to have been an issue with that. I didn't turn it off. I was playing Greedy Coats, which is a mix of Iron Teeth, Folktales, and Leaf Coats. But I mean, I had the ladders mod turned on for that one, so I don't really totally understand why that just happened, but it did, and we're past it, so, you know, is what it is at this point. Unfortunately, there's nothing really we could do about it anymore. But yeah, so, completely derailed what I intended for this episode. But what I know I did want to do, I wanted to get all this put in. So yeah, like I said, we'll just wait, and we'll see. Hopefully we can get the rest of this irrigated in here. Still too far. Okay, so I bet you they're working on the inside ladder. So I'm just going to prioritize that. Come over here and see where they are with the... No, the inside ladder's put in. So... Why is this... Oh, must have just now put it in. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go back up here. And we'll see... Right. Okay. Well, I did put these two storages here for wheat flour. And I did put in 3 extra little pieces of dirt to get enough space for this one. Because I realized that we had 0 wheat flour storage. I did also, I probably shouldn't have put the ladders in. But I wanted to get rid of majority of this. Because I don't really see a point in having all of this here. Yeah. Especially because they're, you know, the medium storage, yeah, which we're at the point where we need the largest, you know, we just have so many of each of these goods, that it's just, there's just no point in having them. So what I think we're going to do, probably end up putting a ladder in here. Right, because we can do something like this. Right, and then so maybe we put the ladder here, and then we'll do the double platforms. Right, and then we'll just get all of these put in. Okay, and then come in with the path. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. So potatoes, wheat flour, which we already did, bread, explosives. So I will do Oh, there's a scroll wheel now. Interesting. Oh, the dynamite's all the way down here. Okay. Well, that's going to need some taking. Wow. Get some taking used to? No. Take some getting used to. Good morning. Anyways, what was this? Explosives. Okay, so we'll do explosives. Wheat flour, we just did potatoes and bread. Okay, so we'll do bread, and it was raw potatoes. Okay. So gears, grilled potatoes, potatoes, and then berries. Okay, so we'll do berries. We'll do gears, right? Because gears were over here. Yes, 2 of them. Okay. And then grilled potatoes. And then we've got 2 extra. So I guess, you know what, with the 2 extra, we can do the maple pastries and grilled chestnuts. I mean, I guess we're also going to need a couple of tanks for maple syrup, just the raw stuff, and then chestnuts as well. So a couple more storages we need to put in. Yeah, how is this still filling? Okay, what if we just open this? I know it's gonna flood, but I guess that's fine. For now, anyways. Up to a full block. Interesting. Alright, well. That did work the way that I wanted it to, though, and it doesn't look like anything else is flooding too poorly. This is real close. Oh, and there it is. Okay. Closed. We'll just let all of this water go out elsewhere. And then we can just turn this one back on. We'll just do back to auto. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so... oh, that was kinda concerning. But anyways, you're thirsty, just open your mouth. Right, so... let's check on... this probably... yeah. The game is forgiving, so like with this little bit of green here, you could probably plant something here. I would just rather have it all be irrigated. So, yeah. Anyways, what I found out that I can do, and what I think I'm going to start doing a little bit more of, just here while we're waiting for all of these things to be built, all of the trees to be put in, into dev mode. And I know that there was a mod for this, but I don't have that mod, and I'm not sure that it's 1.0 or updated for 1.0. But anyways, dev mode, if I click 4, that gives me 30 times speed, and 5 gives me 99 times speed, which I don't think 99 times speed is worth playing, getting all of 2 frames per second. This looks, glorious. It's like the best movie you've ever seen. All of the beavers just kind of jumping all over the place because there's, not enough frames. But anyways, we're not going to do that. We're going to do 4. Because 30 times speed, we're still getting over 100 frames. So I think 30 times speed is, playable. And I don't think this is cheating because, although I guess there was a mod for it, and mods aren't really, vanilla game, but I don't think it's cheating because all I'm really doing is speeding things up, which kind of would be happening if I were to do, say, a time lapse, or all of the cuts everything that I cut out is kind of, I guess, not really cheating, but it's time that's happening faster than real life, I guess, is kind of what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I don't think it's cheating. If you think it's cheating, let me know, and I will not. But yeah, it's just gonna make things move a whole lot faster. So yeah, I don't think it's cheating because we're not. The beavers are still building everything themselves. I'm not like in dev mode, just finishing things, right? Um. So yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, let's see. So perfect. This is all put in. Um, let's see. Let's get all of this collected. Hopefully they come and do this. Yeah, here they are. Okay. Take a little drink of coffee here because clearly I need it. Right. Okay. So all of that is collected. All of this is now irrigated. Fantastic. And I was kind of thinking about putting another little reservoir here, and just having it, come up vertically. I mean, up. So we could have the water come out of this since we've already got a tunnel here. That that could be something that happens. What I would do, really, I mean, kind of what I did here already, is just, level the terrain here, and square it off. Right? And then probably come in here and then just go vertical. But I mean, I don't think we really need to be holding any more water, so I'm skeptical. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think we really need any more water. As I say, no more water as this reservoir is as low as it has been in a very long time because this sluice is visible. Wow. This sluice hasn't been visible in a very long time. Okay. Oh. Okay. That needs to happen. Yeah, there they all go. Okay, so that kind of begs the question, should I come in here and put in a... Well, I guess I can just close this sluice, right? So water's going to come out of the source, come out this way. I want it to fill this first before flowing out this way. So yeah, I think closing this sluice will be fine. Yeah. Because that's just going to prevent the water from flowing out this way. Which is what I want it to do. I want it all to flow into the reservoir here. And then once it's, full or over this sluice, then to come out into this one. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that one. Yeah. Yeah. Just have to keep an eye on it. Because, of course, these are seeps, not sources. So they only will produce water up to a height of 0.7, which is an issue. Truthfully. But it's fine. But anyways, here we are. End of cycle 125. Cycle 126 now has started. Yeah, let's see. So this, of course, is closed. Right, so not flowing out of there, flowing out of there. Perfect. Okay. So that's filled up nicely. Let's see, what about this one over here? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, this is all filling up also. Which is going to be an issue for this one. Wow, this is so low. Wow. Yeah, that hasn't been that low in quite a while. Oh, this might take another cycle or two to fill. That's unfortunate. Yeah, wow, because both of these were completely full. Oh, that's kind of upsetting. Oh, consequences of the mod makers. But, I mean, you know, it happens. Mods break. These people make mods for free, so can't really complain. Right, so, yeah, actually, maybe what I want to do is I'm just going to close that floodgate. Yeah, wow. Wow, because this floodgate is probably useless here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and we've got a bad tide. Oh, and we've got a bad tide. Hey, but this is working as intended. We're producing power here. I mean, it's not much. Just under 60 each. But I mean, hey. Now we're only in a deficit of maybe 5 to 7,000. Better than what it was. That's all I gotta say. Better than what it was. Right, so you are almost done. Pardon me, I had to sneeze. That kind of came out of nowhere. I'm glad I was able to click mute before that happened. But anyways, this is almost done. There's only a little bit left here. Yeah, so I don't want to unpause. This is the mine. Yeah, I don't want to unpause either of the two gatherer flags just yet. But we do have all of those storages built, so that means we can come over here and get rid of all of these. And I'm going to kind of delete these slowly instead of all at once. Because I don't want anything to, bad tide started. Okay. Yeah, anyways, don't want anything to disappear. I want to give them enough time to collect it all. Man, these didn't even fill. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, you know what? You know what I didn't pay attention to? This one. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I bet you we could have had a day or two of this one. Right. Okay, well, and this filled up like halfway. Oh, okay. It's so much less than ideal. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna need to unpause those two and those four here in 25 days. Okay, alright. Well, anyways, industrial area. I did want to come over and get all this going. What is happening here? Okay, odd. Anyways, I wanted to come over and just kind of level this terrain because I wanted to yeah, I wanted to increase the industrial area. So, I'm just going to try something like this. I guess we'll be able to reach all of that, all of those. Interesting. Yeah, so something else can happen with those shafts. Because I definitely don't need them there, right? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Meh. Probably not. Okay, well, anyways, am going to need to start the dirt excavators again. So I'm just going to unpause both of them. And while we're here, put in a few storages. This needs to be, what, chestnuts? And then we already did the grilled chestnuts. So what I think we do instead here, maple syrup. Right. Okay. And realistically, what I think I should have done, changed these to be singles with overhangs. Maybe that's something we do. Maybe that's something we do. Okay, well, I just told them to build all of this, so they're not going to be able to pick up rubble if I delete it from here. So that's unfortunate. That was a problem I got myself into. Okay, well, luckily we're on 30 times speed, so this shouldn't take as long. I mean, we do only have about 700 dirt left, so it's not like they're going to be able to do the whole thing. But yeah, shouldn't take them too long anyways. Injured beaver quantity is increasing though. Oh, but hey, we've got chestnut trees grown. Okay, so now we can delete this guy. We'll come over here and we'll collect all this. And I probably should have checked this before I committed to it. Yeah, so this does reach the whole thing though. Okay, awesome. And I do need to find something for here, so let's just fill it with, let's do carrots. Carrots are the only thing that we don't have over here. We have carrots here, but, you know. Anyways, so... Oh, we do have maple trees up too. Okay, awesome. So... I don't see any chestnuts here on any of these trees. They're just little kind of yellowish green. I guess best way to describe it is just they look like dots. Because obviously nuts are super tiny, right? So they can't really... Oh, here they are. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, maybe it is worth unpausing. Yeah, so we've got those 3 here. So yeah. Oh, and those 3. Okay, yeah. I think we're going to unpause these gatherer flags here. And I do want to get rid of these 2 storages. So maybe we'll set these 2 empty. Let's see. They've started on those. Okay. I do want to get rid of all of this housing because we moved it up for a reason. They're actually making a lot better progress on this than I was anticipating they would be. Probably due to the fact that we're on 30 times speed. And I'm used to how slowly or quickly things happen on 3 times speed. So... yeah. Okay. But anyways, they are working on this though, which I almost want to give. Oh, it's already there. Somebody just needs to come and bang on that. Okay. Yeah, because these guys are probably sitting here. Yeah, worth nothing to do. But now they should have stuff to do. So I'm going to prioritize by haulers. Oh, these are grilled chestnuts. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do regular chestnuts. Okay. All right. And hopefully now, yes, there we go. Now we can see that they are filling it. Awesome. Okay. All right. That was what we wanted to happen. Okay. This one is almost put in as well, but that doesn't really matter because they haven't started on the tapper shack. Okay, well, one thing we do also need to do, give them a way to actually grill the chestnuts, because, you know, that would be helpful. So I'm just going to put the 2 here, set for chestnuts. And come over here and probably also find a new home for these 3 for the potatoes, and then of course these 3 for bread. So maybe we have a little bit more food processing happening in this area. So let's see here. How many of these can we fit in? Let's do... So we've got 3. Let's do 5 for potatoes. This is going to have to be 3 for bread. Let's do 2 for maple pastries. And we do have a little bit of space left over here. So maybe just not yet. Let's see also. Let's have this come along. Oh, but you know what? We can get some extras in here. Okay, so we had 5. So now we'll do 6. And then we'll just do 6 for this as well. Wait a minute. I don't need 6 grills. Wait a second. Only gonna need the 3 for taters. Okay, so this is going to be bread, and we'll copy paste because that was the smarter option to be doing. Maple pastries. Right, there we go. Okay, so these now can be deleted. These 3 can be deleted. Awesome. So yeah, this is all just kind of... How are we... Wow, really? Oh, you know what I messed up, though? There we go. Now they can build that. Okay, so... oh, they already are picking all that up. Okay. Okay. All right. Good to know. I think it's just this 30 times speed. They're just getting done with everything so quickly. But anyways, let's see. So maple pastries, you're waiting on maple syrup. Yes, of course, that does make sense. The Tapper Shack is not doing anything because there are no maple trees producing fruit just yet. Or, well, fruit, quote unquote. Oh, hey. As I stand corrected, here's 2. Or, well, now there's 2. Anyways, this one, yeah, will be done momentarily also. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's see here. Can we see maple syrup in our ingredients? Coming in. Yes, there it is at the bottom. Awesome. Okay. Fantastic. Right. So, don't really have a point in producing dirt anymore because we're no longer consuming dirt. I mean, this one is done. Just kidding. Yeah, no. Not producing dirt anymore. Okay. All right. So we're just going to get rid of that. Actually, wait a second. Let's come over here. I think we're just going to get rid of these 2. They'll come in and collect those, and then we'll put in dirt. Yeah. I mean, we probably should run a power line underneath. That was something I should have thought about doing before I put all of the dirt in. Okay, all right. Well, you know, we'll just detonate some of that dirt now that we put it in. That's fine. I didn't need the extra dirt anyways. Okay. So they are coming and collecting that. What is it here that we're... Oh, bread. Okay, so I probably should pause these. Yeah. Because I'm also in the process of deleting this bread storage too. Okay, well, I guess, do we have grilled potato storage? No. Okay, so I'm just going to pause all of these. Yeah, because that's an issue. Berry storage also don't have. Okay, so we'll pause those. I need to start producing dandelions. So that we can start working on antidote. I mean, we're kind of far enough in to the point where I don't think we're going to have any contaminated beavers. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we don't need antidote. Maybe we don't. Okay, well, anyways, let's see what else we can get into. We can do printing press for books, right? Yeah, that's probably something we could do. Now, in our new industrial area, since we actually have one now. Right, I do kind of want to get rid of all of this, too. Why do I have... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, this is going to need to be closed here also. Yeah, because this is going to be used. Okay, so 2.5 days left. I'm just going to unpause these because we do have storage for bad water. So, why? Oh, there was a ladder here. Right. Well, we'll just do that. Let's come down here also and see what this path is connected to. Nothing. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so didn't need the ladder there anyways. And there was a ladder there, but of course it's not there anymore because it's not necessary. Okay, well, I did want to increase the size of this also. So maybe what we can do, we'll try and figure that out. But I guess what I really should do right now, is get these connected so that they can actually be used. Yeah, because we're going to need them really tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. All right. So bread is all picked up. Let's see here. If I delete this, oh no, we still have 582 in here. Okay. All right. Maybe not. Berries haven't moved at all. Okay. What else do we have here? Grilled potatoes. Potatoes, that can just go. Grilled potatoes. What's under here? Potatoes. Okay. Yeah, so potatoes are also probably something that I should... Well, no, maybe not. I guess let's just do that. Fantastic. Okay. All right. Can we do... I mean, there's not really anywhere else for these to go, so they're probably just going to freak out that it's... Well, they're not going to freak out. They're going to do absolutely nothing. Unfortunately. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine then, I guess. Yeah. That's just, is what it is. Drought approaching. When did the cycle end? How did I miss that notification? Oh, but so glad I paused because this sluice needs to be opened. Oh, and I clicked the 3, and I need to be 4. There we go. There it is. Okay, new well-being, high score, 30. Fantastic. That's probably just because we had an influx of new foods that brought their own well-being bonuses in. But anyways, let's pause these bad water pumps since they are no longer needed. Okay. So okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. So let's get rid of this path here. Because I pretty much just want to delete everything and start over. Yeah. So let's just do that. Oh, but I'm going to need to do this in pieces so that they're able to collect everything. So let's also come over here and pause all of the production buildings because, yeah, that's kind of just we're going to need the storage space. But anyways, I'm going to start producing explosives. Oh, there was a ladder here, wasn't there? Pretty sure there was a ladder there. Okay. All right. Drought started. Okay. So none of these look any different at all. A little bit. I do want to get rid of all this housing, though. Because we moved it all, you know, up to the other end of the map, and then we still have those 4 houses there. Pointless, in my opinion. But I don't know where. I don't know where. Maybe we can do, if we got rid of this. Right, maybe let's do, we can have the houses actually distribute power. So we'll let that happen. Let's get, we'll just delete all that too. Okay, and then come over here. I don't think I really want to do the triple lodges. I mean, we can. Right. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that one. Yeah, I don't think we really need any more beavers. Yeah, but we'll do it anyways. Okay. Right, so then I just need one of them. Okay, awesome. Make sure everything here is still collectible. Fantastic. Need to pause these. You know what? Maybe with all of the expansion that we're doing here, maybe we do end up needing a little bit more beavers. We could start with bots. That's another thing that could happen. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. But anyways, let's see here. So this needs to be a spiral. Awesome. This is going to be interesting. I guess, you know what? Let's do that with a platform and then get our path in there. Awesome. Okay, so now going to come over here and delete all of this housing so that the beavers, where are we? Here we are. So that's not just like a rapid influx of new houses, because it wasn't intended to be, of course. Right, so this can all go. This can go. There's still bread in there. These berries haven't moved an inch. Neither have those. Okay, it's almost like I need to pause all of the food production so that they eat the berries. So I'm just going to do that because we've got so much food anyways. And let's see here. If I come into Steam, I know that there is an achievement for having, for having a certain quantity of maple pastries. It does not show. Interesting. Okay. I don't have it already. Oh, you know what? It says that there's 6 hidden achievements remaining, so it's probably something to do with that. Oh, hey, new well-being score of 32. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's see. This can go, which means all of that can go. I do want to just get rid of all of the inventor huts. We're not ever going to use those again. I think I'm at the point where I would like to start with observatories. Even though we really don't need science anymore, I still think they'd be fun to have. So let's just put the 2 in here. And then, of course, they are powered. So we'll do power here in the middle of the left one. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, logs, no more storage. Okay, well, we're just going to pause these guys. New well-being score of 33. Awesome. Let's see what it is. I bet you it's just all of the food that we just did. Grapes. That has to be wrong, right? That has to be leaking from another mod. Right, because I don't see anything. I don't see any grapes. Oh, hey! What's that? Huh. Okay. Well, I don't think this is vanilla. This has to be leaking from another mod. Because I bet you if we click here... Oh no, it looks like a berry bush. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well... let's do it. I mean, why not? Right? It's a well-being bonus. Okay, well, anyways, interesting. That's absolutely leaking from another mod. I don't think that's vanilla. But it's fine. Yeah, might as well. Okay, weather vane. What is that? What is the weather vane? Oh, is it this? Oh. That did not used to be called weather vane. Got it. Okay. Building lacks goods. Awesome. So we are out of bad water. That is all of the dynamite that we'll be making. Fantastic. Okay. So 1,500. That will be absolutely plenty. Okay. Well, let's come over here and get rid of some more of this, which we still don't really have the log storage for. I guess, you know what? Let's just unpause all of these lumber mills. Yeah, because logs are going to be somewhat of an issue, but we do have plank storage, and of course planks are made just by logs. So might as well use it while we have it, right? Since we've got such an abundance. Yeah, we are just about 500 over storage. Right. Well, let's get rid of these funky paths. And just do a straight one. There we go. Okay, so if I pause, will it go back to 30? Yes. Okay, so I was thinking let's pause. And let's sort of plan out how we want to have things running here. So lumber mills, of course, going to need quite a few of them. So I think what we do is I'll just do, you know, a whole slew of them here. Right? So power then is probably going to need to be here, right? If I let this one down. Well, wait a second here. This one, yeah, I think just needs to come down. And that one, right? Because then we'll have a path here, right, going along. And then power can come across there. Right, so power will be there. So this will be the vertical shaft. Right, okay, so I know this won't be powered just yet, but I'm going to connect it so that they build that because lumber mills take logs. And of course, we're trying to get rid of those. Although they did pick all of them up. So, I don't know. Interesting. But anyways, let's see. We can do... Let's do gears here. Oh, hey, we're on 3 times speed. I was like, these beavers are walking really slow. Anyways, 4. There we go. 30 times. Fantastic. Okay, so I think what I'd rather have is... Yeah, path running along that side instead of this side. Right? Okay. So, that'll be like that. Let's see here. Let's get those 2. Oh, I clicked B. Okay, so... Right, this will have to be that, and then there. Awesome. Okay. So all of these buildings that lack power, I'm just going to pause them. Right, interesting how long that's taken. Well, I guess they've been doing everything else first. I need to just not speak like that. But anyways, let's see here. So, we'll have power here, so power can run along. Oh, fantastic. Logs are on their way down. Okay, so, get you 2 paused. Wow, we've got 48 unemployed beavers. Now 51. Okay. Probably due to the fact that I've paused quite a few things. Right. Okay, well, let's see here. Let's get in, how many spaces is this? 22, so that's 11. Okay, so doesn't split evenly. But what we could do is let's do 6 of the wood workshops, and then we'll do 5 smelters. Okay, so path, come along here. Right, so we can delete those little pieces. Okay. Okay, that's okay. And I think we'll just set these to lowest possible priority because we don't need science anymore. So maybe we just only have 1? Maybe we only have 1. I don't know. 2 is fine. We've got the extra beavers anyways. And do we have the extra power? Yeah, currently we do. 2400. Oh, because windmills just stopped spinning. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, we do have excess power that's not being used, so I think it's fine. Yeah, and of course we've got the excess beavers. Even though I'm not too totally sure the quantity of extra beavers, since we've got a whole bunch of things paused. So that could be a little bit different. But let's see. I want to get rid of these also. So let's come back over here. We're still working on this. How much is left on this one? All of the scrap metal. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take another sip of coffee here while we're waiting for this. Okay, smelter can be paused. I think we may be at the point where all of this can be paused. Because I do need to now worry about how we're getting power actually over here. So what other buildings do we need? You know what? This path can actually change. I'm not in love with that. So let's see. I know we're gonna need paper. All of the bad water buildings. So, right. Okay. Well, I think we're just gonna get rid of all this now. Let them pick all of this up. I'm gonna delete the unders. Awesome. Okay, and then now we can delete the platforms. Okay. We do also need a few rooftop terraces. You know what? I want to see if we can get the achievement for the maple pastries. I think it's 1,000. I could probably find that out. Okay, so maybe we try for that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna, pause everything as I did, as you just saw me do. Except for those were not paused. So we'll pause those. Now we've got 80 unemployed beavers. Oh, okay. All right, so we'll get this put in. We'll rotate those so that they can do all of them at once. Oh, I should have put the power underneath there before putting that in. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Let's see here. I kind of want to delete this path, which I can do now. Perfect. Okay, so this is Folktales. So we don't have the recipe for iron or for the mine that takes extract, but we might as well just put in a few. So let's do 4. I guess that's what we had in total last time. And then so centrifuge for bad water. Again, 2 is what we had last time. I guess we are going to now be consuming extract in the agoras, right? Agoras take. Where does it say? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, extract. So, I mean, we are going to need to be producing it because we'll be consuming it for more than just dynamite. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see here. To get power over, easiest thing is just going to be delete this last smelter. And then detonate these 3. Right, okay, so that means I need to bring a path over here so that they can collect all of this and, yeah, all of that. Let's see here. Let's do that. And then this. They're doing all that first. I guess that's fine. If I delete those, we're gonna need grist mills. I don't think I need 6. Let's do 6, anyways. It's fine. That's fine. Oh, wait, that's gonna bug me. Hold on. There it is. Awesome. So no power, no recipe. That's fine. Okay, so I want that collected so that I can detonate this. But of course, they're going to do all that first. Okay, right. So we're just going to pause all of the without powers. And both of those are basically done. Okay, so if I detonate this, will they be able to? Probably not. Okay, well, that's fine now because we can do... I keep clicking B for boom. Okay. All right, well, I want those two in there, that one there, and then... because they're walking on this, this needs a platform. Okay, so then that goes back in. I don't think we really need to have 8. You know what? Let's do it. Might as well. Okay, wheat flour, awesome. This is gonna be cattail flour for those 4. Okay, awesome. And we'll pause you. Now I do just need to find a place for the, Oh, that was a... Okay, yeah. See, the issue here is, power doesn't transfer magically. It transfers via the building's touching. Okay. Okay. What other small buildings take power? Oh, I can't believe I did that. Okay. None of these take power. None of these take power. I mean, we already have carousels. Herbalist doesn't transfer power. Oh. Okay. I thought the herbalist was going to. All right. I will just not speak. Right. None of these are going to transfer power either. None of the monuments. No. Huh. Okay. Building need... Oh. How? We haven't had an issue with water in this area in so long. Okay, well, I'm just gonna come down here and make sure this is open. Yeah, because this is gonna be the fastest way to fill that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Right. Well, I'm just gonna pause or close this sluice, right? Because I would rather have this. Because there's still water in there, and that, of course, can still be filled via the sluice down there. Right. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's so very interesting. I wonder if it's worth just closing this and letting the pumps just suck everything up. No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Wow. Okay. So, oh, I forgot to close this. Because I need all of the water flowing through this sluice. And another bad tide. Okay, I probably... I wanted to get rid of all of these power shafts anyways and replace them with the smaller turbines. So that we had, you know, a microscopic amount of power being produced through here. But I also really want to put a sluice in now also because I don't like that this necessarily fills this. Wowza. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of an issue then. Yeah, and I want to know why this isn't filling up as much anymore. Oh, probably because it's only got one source feeding it. Duh. So I wonder if I should put in maybe like a pump or something here to bring water from this over. Although I mean it's all just coming down into this one. Huh. Okay. I did also think about putting like levees here. And just kind of blocking this off. But I don't, yeah, because like I don't know why I put all of this in. But I mean, I guess, you know, hindsight is always 2020. Right, so let's see, let's open this. We've got bad water in here, lovely. You know, I kind of almost want to put a floodgate in here anyways. Right, like if we did something like this and had it set to 0.6. Bring this path over so that they can reach it. Then when this sluice fills, or well, when this reservoir fills and the sluice no longer has water coming out of it, it'll go up to 0.6. And then water will flow out into this one. Okay, so that's an idea, but you know, every idea is a good idea. It's the practice. Not every idea is good in practice. Okay, well, we're down to just berries, spatterdock, and cattail crackers. For food. So that's fine. I don't remember. I think it's like 1,000 maple pastries, which I'm pretty sure we have 1,000 storage. Bread. Wait, it's this one, isn't it? Wheat flour. Didn't we have... Oh, that's on the wrong side. Yeah, so 1,200. Okay. All right. Well, power. I was thinking decontamination pods, but this is folktales. So decon pods really aren't going to do me anything because they're not even in this portion of the game. I could put inventor huts. Those are too wide. Or I could just quit messing with it and do that. Because then we can do, oh, but see, that wouldn't work then. I did like this. Hold on, wait, pause these. I would need this to come that way, that to go up, and then the regular power shaft. Okay. So then this will work then. So if we have that come with the path along there, awesome. So now what we can do then is have power come this way, and now everything's powered, and we've got so much more room for activities. Yeah, okay, awesome. And that last shaft is put in down here, so that's fine. Now we can do the centrifuges. Right, okay. And now that this episode is almost an hour and a half long, I think this is a good time to end. So I'm just going to wait for this last centrifuge to be placed or finished constructed, and there it is. Awesome. All right, so thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.